I also added them to the other characters in case you guys ever actually
Encounter them
interact with
again?
them again.
Cool.
Uh, okay, so while we're all setting up, I just wanted to go over a few things that I've thought about.
Mm-hmm.
So, one thing is on the typed banter that you guys do with the program.
Mm-hmm.
I'm completely fine with you guys using that. I encourage it. And I will try to keep track of what you guys are saying. But between that and I noticed between that and the actual game going on, it's difficult for me to tell what immediately when you're saying something straight to me or you're just interacting with each other.
Okay.
So going on, you guys are more than encouraged to use it as you were and banter, like whenever I'm setting stuff up and all that. But when you're actually saying something in a language where it's directed to me or it would possibly have influence on the actual game, just
Mm-hmm.
say something and then I can read it.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
The other thing is so quite obviously last time you guys were very strictly railroaded. It was on purpose. It was the first session, and I had to figure out a way to get you guys all together and then somehow into the Underdark. So from here on out, your options will be more open. You guys can do however you want to proceed and all that. Um, my own story elements will come into play eventually, but for the most part, the game is now open to whatever decisions you guys want.
All right.
The last thing is in game itself. I believe I set it up so that there's some shared assets that you guys can view. So if I think you guys have a library tab on the right side, and it
Yes.
should have
Mhm.
assets. And in there should be a some kind of shared folder, and you guys can see
Yep.
yeah, you guys can see some things I dropped in there. And if you guys ever want me to add something else in there, I can put it in there. I don't know. It's just shared assets like how the combat
Oh yeah.
goes,
Okay.
race heights,
Mhm.
so on.
Got it.
And that's pretty much it on maintenance. So does anybody have anything that they want to go over before we start?
No, I don't think so.
Mm.
I'm all good. I'm ready.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm going to use
Uh,
the bathroom as soon as we're done with our little intro. But other than that, I'm good.
then that seems like a good segue for you, Pem.
Oh, right. Is it time for me to give a background of what happened last time?
Yeah, yeah. Unless you want to wait until after Max's break.
Nope. This would be a good. Actually, if Max wants to go take his break now while I'm doing this, unless he wants to
No, I want to hear it.
be
I'll go
completely
after.
caught up. Okay. Uh, all right. Hang on. Shit, I had a plan here. One
Your
second.
plan was for me to be gone. You were going to shit talk, weren't you, Pep?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay. Last
sorry,
time
bro.
Max fucked everything up. It was awful.
You're right. I did. I fucked up every goblin and the egg and everything else too. You're welcome.
Yes, he kind of did.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm getting some kind of clues for the future, and I'm wondering if I need to step up the challenge on fights.
All right. Okay. I'm ready to give a recap now. I am cribbing heavily from Mike's notes from last time, so I'm kind of cheating.
Well,
Uh,
that was the point of doing that.
yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, so we have a party of 3 adventurers: Futon the monk, Goji the fighter, Vrisdan the cleric. They each independently come across an advertisement um, about, and I guess, yeah, an advertisement, a bounty offer looking for recruits to come take out this Etten that's in the woods alone. Ourselves and a party of, I think it was 15 other adventurers, so it brought us to a party of 18 total. Went along with this woman named Alaric, who was the point person for this whole affair, into the woods, encountered the Etten. It was one of the heads were asleep at the time. We got a surprise attack. We had a couple of pretty badass party members in the group of 18 that did some pretty impressive stuff. One of them was Many Murnig, Erdag Ash, and Bunzo Bottom. We met all three of them. There were also a couple of important, seemingly named people in the group. Nalead, I don't know how I pronounced her name, and Vannon. Vannon was a goblin, if I remember correctly. Anyway, we beat the Etten. We're just getting enough time to catch our breath and wonder what was next when a silhouette appeared on the nearby high ground. And before we knew what was happening, we were all asleep. We were captured and taken underground. We don't know exactly where. Oh, and just to be clear, above ground we were near Tribor Trail. Taken underground, not exactly sure where. Don't know how much time we spent out. But when we came to, we were enslaved or prisoners in this slave pen in an underground underground prison, essentially. Alaric was there with us, as well as the other 15 members of our original recruit party. And there were additional slaves there as well. Vrisdan spoke with one of the slaves who happened to be a drow, because Vrisdan is also a drow. They spoke in whatever the hell you call the drow language.
That would be the undercommon.
Undercommon, there you go. And Vrisdan reported back to Goji and Futon that they were all of them slaves. At this point, Goji was, let's say, reckless and walked up to the nearest, or actually, I'm sorry, first we spoke to Alaric, and Alaric didn't really have any information for us other than like, I can't believe this is where we ended up. Like, they clearly know something about who they were hired to work kill this Etten for, but they weren't sharing it with us in the moment. So Goji walks up behind a nearby prisoner, clocks him on the back of the head, starts a combat. We had a pretty aggressive and violent fight that was very quick, where I think we used non-lethal damage on the one guy, or maybe he died. But anyway, we either incapacitated or killed one of them. And right when we were trying to kick the shit out of the other three that had joined the fight, the pen door was opened, and the three of us were brought to a room to prepare for what was ahead. We weren't really told anything specific. Once we took a moment to get ourselves ready mentally and physically, and a few minutes later we were ushered into another room, which was a large arena, and we were actually in the arena floor, on the arena floor. A drow woman standing up above us gave a speech, which was damn impressive. But oh, here we go. I'm not going to repeat the whole speech because I don't want to try to replicate the awesome delivery that Mike gave us last time. But it was a woman who I think we don't know her name yet, do we?
No.
No, we just know that she's a pain in the ass. But she mentioned specifically House Fey Branch. It was a celebration, I believe, about Lulth, but it was in the name of Lulth. House Bainray, 8th House, all kinds of house stuff. Seems like some politics going on. And we were basically being offered as gladiators, essentially, in this celebratory fight. We were attacked by a handful of goblins, handled them pretty easily, and when another set of goblins came out, we had just started engaging them when a rumble from beneath us shook the entire arena. The floor started falling out from under us. A giant purple worm came racing out of the ground underneath us, and in the act of coming above ground, basically destroyed the floor of the arena. The floor collapsed, the worm fell, and we fell in after them, after the worm. And as far as I know, that's, I think, where we left off. Now, what's unclear in my mind at this point, and somebody else can amend or disagree if you want, but what's unclear in my mind is who this lady was that was conducting the celebration in the first place, whether the worm was part of the celebration or whether that was completely unplanned. I'm assuming unplanned, but who knows? And what the hell she wanted with us, who Alaric was working for that we were recruited to work for in the first place, and whether that has any connection to what we're dealing with right now.
Well, thank you, Pim. That was well done.
Thank you.
As for your general questions, no, you don't know who exactly she is. Apparently, she's some kind of representative of the House of Faybranch.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I wasn't posing the questions because I was looking for an instant answer. I was just like, it was basically like a previously on, and then like this time, yeah, this is what kind of mystery we're
Okay.
dealing with.
Okay, then I'll ignore the other ones.
Yeah, I assume they'll all be answered in good time.
In good time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we'll wait for Max to take his break, and then we'll start.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to go get some water because I just realized somehow I came down here with an empty water bottle, so I will also be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're ready.
Welcome back.
Thank you. In the top left of Fantasy Grounds, next to our portraits, there's a little toggle for switch to combat tabletop list, where it shows us our names and a little number underneath, what I assume would be like our initiative if we rolled initiative for combat. I'm not sure.
Where your portrait is?
Yeah, like to the left of the portraits, there's a little button that says
yeah.
switch to combat tabletop. Oh, and you can unlock it and move it around the screen too. Okay, that's cool.
I think it would fill in with enemies as well if we had any.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, it would look like an initiative list. I'm
Yeah.
anticipating. Let's get some dice practice here. How do you roll multiple die at one time?
You right click, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yep, ×2. Okay, cool. Oh, and assuming we get into combat at some point in this session, I'm also going to try to actually target the enemy rather than just roll the die and say what I'm doing.
Well, good news.
Oh my god!
There will more than likely be combat.
All right.
We'll see whether or not you guys can reach level 2 today.
Oh yeah, let me remind myself.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I'm back.
Okie doke. Mike, I wanted to say thank you. I'm assuming that you put some things on my character sheet here, like worshipping Grooch, for example.
Yeah, I went through everybody's characters, and I did update your Google links for those changes as well.
Oh, good. Thank you. I went on to whatever the
Back.
D&D wiki page is and
Welcome
read up
back.
on groups, so I'm at least familiar with who the hell it is I'm worshiping. Welcome back, Max.
Thank you.
Max wins.
I cheated. I rolled 4 more dice.
Oh, you.
You little.
Oops. Oh, that was me. Okay.
Now I won. All right. Did I miss anything? Are we
Nope.
good? to
No,
start?
no. We're
We're
just
ready.
going over our information. Uh,
Scrambling around the dark.
yeah. Oh, just as a reminder, since Sam brought it up, I did update everyone's character sheets and their Google links that had their character sheets included. So if you ever needed to view or look over your stuff, you are welcome to look at that stuff.
All right.
Oh, okay. Maybe you guys already know about this function, but I just discovered it. If you right-click on one of the character portraits up there, one of the options in the circle is Whisper. You can send messages directly to only one person in the party if you want.
Mhm.
Yeah. I believe there's another way you can do that too.
Oh, okay.
You can do it through the chat,
Okay.
It's probably
I
commands
believe. Okay.
in like slash.
So you all find yourselves, I would imagine, waking up after such a serious tumble into a somewhat dim cavern full of rocky displacement, and miraculously find yourselves undamaged, whether out of your luck or some kind of unforeseen and unknown aid during your fall. You do not know. You do not bear witness to anything of the purple worm that got you out of your previous condition of slavedom. The only thing you do notice of it is the trail of its further descent underground, where previously it does not seem that the wall would have caved in or led into a tunnel in the direction of a filled in passage of rubble and rock. You do see above you a mostly covered up hole from where you can assume is where you fell. There is some gap, but not uh, enough of a passage to allow you to go back up without effort to move the rubble. And in the cavern that you're in, the very dim view that you have of it is derived from the sides of the wall. Seems to be some kind of moss that glows in the dark. Uh, you do not seem to be damaged, as I said, and you do see that there are a couple of other tunnels, not created by the purple worm, that lead out from the cavern. So it's not too big, but there's nothing of note other than the forceful entrance and exit that was
Okay. And there's enough ambient light from the moss that we can see, each other and the immediate surroundings.
yes.
Okay.
Futon is capable of seeing.
Oh, right, because we both have dark vision. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Well, Goji's gonna get up, and assuming she doesn't have any broken bones, which it sounds like she doesn't, she's just gonna um, shake the dust out of her hair, and make sure she's still got all of her stuff.
You look around and you notice that other than the scrapes and few scratches that you would have derived from your fall and tumble through the rocks, you don't seem to be injured, and you have all your stuff.
Goji says to Vrisdan and Futon, or asks rather, Vrisdan and Futon, have either of you been in the Underdark before?
No.
It's been very long.
Okay, I've never been either, and I don't know my way around. Is there any like?
Sorry.
Uh,
Didn't
sorry.
mean in time.
Sorry, I was gonna say, is there any sound coming from above us? Any concern that there might be pursuit from people in the arena?
Uh, you do not hear any kind of active search from above you. You do hear what seems to be wind.
Okay.
So presumably it was a fair descent from the arena.
Okay. So it's, we can assume we fell far enough that if somebody was searching for us, it would be a while before they even got down here in the first place.
Correct.
Okay.
In the room itself, you do see, as I said, multiple passages. Um, let's say that we're looking at it in a normal cardinal rule, and
Mm-hmm.
you see a passage to your north and another to your northeast and one to your southwest. And to your your eastern side is the entrance and exit of the purple worm.
Okay.
And the exit, by the way, like I said, is leading down further down. So if you wanted to, for some reason, follow the purple worm, you would have to somehow manage to dig through all the rubble that left behind in the trail.
Okay, so north, northeast, and southeast, and then the worm is east and west. Um, hmm. And there's no, like, we're in what seems to be natural bedrock passage, right? There's no signs that this was dug out or anything like that.
No, it's a natural seeming cavern.
Does the moss continue in every direction if we look
Uh,
like down the
there are
passages?
like there are patches of moss. If you look down the passages, you can see that there are dim lightings in some. In others, it's more brightly lit up with more patches along the walls.
Okay. Um, Goji asks Futon, "Do you have a torch?"
I don't believe so. I'll have a quick look. Well, apparently I do. That's good.
Um, all right. Well, Goji's not one to fuck around. She's gonna take a drink from her water skin, and assuming assuming that we don't have anybody, stepping up and saying, "All right, gang, here's what we got to do." She's gonna pick the north entrance, the north exit of this room, not head off on her own or anything, but she's gonna walk to that exit and just look as far as she can in that direction.
Okay. You look and you see not that far ahead of you, not a distance that would outrange your dark vision. There is a turn in the tunnel, and you can see more patch, no, more ambient light being shown further in the tunnel past the
Past the turn.
turn.
Is it the same color as the moss light?
Yes.
Okay.
The moss light is kind of like a bluish green.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. She's gonna do the same look at the northeast passage.
The northeast passage is a bit dimmer. The patches of moss are more interspersed. You don't see that the tunnel would be holding any kind of like serious surprise, but there are patches of more darkness.
And then,
Can't
sorry, go
and
ahead.
no, my bad. It proceeds long enough to where you can't actually see a turn, even with your dark vision.
Oh, okay. And then she's going to look the same, same little perception check at the southwest passage.
The southwest passage actually leads downward, and in a further depth than the first passage has another turn that goes to your right when you're looking in,
Hmm.
and there is a fair amount of shine from the moss that's collected along its walls.
Okay. And you said both of the worm passages. Oops, sorry, that was my dryer. Both of the worm passages go downward as well.
Well, no, the worm passage goes upwards from where the arena was down into further lower stratums of the Underdark.
Okay. And just to be clear, did we fall through the ceiling of this room, or did we fall through the one worm passage down this way?
You fell through the worm passage.
Okay, and that was the east one or the west one?
I believe I said. Let's just go with the west one.
Okay. All right. Sorry, you might have mentioned that. I had my
No, I might have
headphones off for
confused
a second.
myself. So
Okay. I'm just drawing myself a little map here so I can visualize what we're looking at. Okay. Okay, Goji's going to walk over to Vrisdan and Futon, assuming that they're within, arm's reach of each other. And she's gonna actually put her hands, one hand on each of their shoulders, and try to pull them in like a football huddle. I'm curious to see how they receive that.
Feigns resistance, but I don't think he he physically can resist Goji.
Okay.
Yeah. Couldn't accept. Nothing else to do.
Okay. Goji's gonna say, she says, we got to figure out which way is out of here, and then we've got to get out of here. What do you guys think?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're a genius, Goji. That's a very wise idea.
Goji blushes a little bit. Which is probably kind of hard to tell in this low light with her ruddy complexion as it is, but...
True.
Okay, so in character, I'm saying to you guys, my vote is north. Southwest seems to go down. I don't want to go that way. I don't want to follow the worm. And I don't know, north just looks the least threatening.
Sure.
I will follow your lead.
Okay. So she's got she pulls her club off of her shoulders, smacks it on her hand a couple times, knocks some dust off of it, kicks it, and assuming that the dark vision is enough for her to feel like she can safely see, as far in front of her as she thinks she can. That's a weird way to say that, but yeah, as long as she feels like she's able to see a safe distance in front of her, she's not going to bother with a torch, and she'll just start marching cautiously up the north passageway.
okay, yeah. Your dark vision allows you to see what it was, unless you can see it.
Yeah,
You see 60 feet.
Okay.
So currently, as you're going through the tunnels, that's not a bad distance to be able to see.
Okay.
And I would imagine the torchlight wouldn't do that much of an assistance in these tunnels.
I guess I'm just not enough of a D&D geek to know, but is dark vision supposed to be the equivalent of you can see as if it was broad daylight, or you can see as if it was the interior of a room in regular daylight?
Do you recall last time how you were able to see during the Eden fight? And during that Eden fight, you had a lot of grayscale.
Yeah, okay.
That's your dark vision.
Okay,
and
so it's kind of
I placed down.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. And if you remember, I placed down a token of a torch
Yeah.
for Futon to be able to see.
Right.
and you noticed that you were able to see more color in that
Right.
those locations.
Okay.
Your dark vision is that grayscale.
Okay. So I'll just it seems like it's going to be similar then to the way it works in like Oblivion, where you get I don't even remember what they call it in Oblivion,
Yeah,
but
it's
you
kind of like Night Eye.
yeah, Night Eye. There
Mhm.
you go. There you go. And
That
you can
that's
see it in
exact
that
Just
that's
black
kind
and
of
white
exactly what
instead
it
of
is.
blue.
monochrome.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Dark
got it.
vision is kind of, you can think of it sort of like an echolocation. It's there's no color, but you're able to see
Okay.
things in kind of like black and white and gray.
Okay. Cool. All right. I just wanted a clear picture of whether or not. I mean, it seems like it's enough to be able to see down a passage. Is it enough to be able to tell that some creepy monster's hanging from the ceiling and is going to grab me when I walk under it? But okay. Um,
That would be determined by the other creature's stealth and whatever natural
and my awesome perception of +2.
yeah,
Yeah.
your natural perception +2.
Okay. Um, all right.
But
Yeah.
yes, your dark vision is sufficient at the moment in these tunnels to lead you without aid of the torch if Futon chooses to put it out, since he does have enough vision in these tunnels at the moment.
Yeah.
You continue up the northern tunnel, which had a bend, and I don't believe I mentioned which way it was bending, but it was bending towards the eastern direction. And vision.
You did mention that. Yes.
Anyway, uh, so you follow the turn and you go start going into the eastern direction. And as you progress down the tunnel, you start to notice that it's not going up or down, but instead it's starting to loop around the cavern you were just in, and eventually starts going to the southern direction. And as you progress, you get further and further away from the cavern just in. And as you go, you start to notice a hint of moisture not coming from the moss around you. It's a bit musty, and there is enough brightness from the moss where there is no real shadows per se that would obscure your vision of any kind of surprise, as you can tell. And you progress, and as you go on, I don't know if you guys decide to have conversations or try to get to know each other, but continue to go following the tunnel, and it does certain uh, turns, but it steadily continues to go south. And truthfully, me saying south doesn't much because you don't know which way is north, south, or west or
Yeah.
east. But we're just using it as a reference
Sure.
for the players. Uh, and I will go ahead and take this moment to say out in general, on the chance that we are gonna be publicly showing these videos,
Mm-hmm.
but we are in Faerun's Underdark. But um, while I am doing a campaign sticking close to the lore and geography of the game world, I will change it if I need to.
Okay.
Uh,
Mhm.
and like I said, this is gonna be you guys' story and you guys' choices, so I won't be railroading you like I did last time. Anyway, so you guys continue down the tunnel, and eventually you find that the musty moisture smell that you've been smelling as you progress down this tunnel is not so overpowering. It just grows as you progress in the southern direction, and finally you come upon a opening into another cavern. Inside, you don't see immediately anything threatening, but you do hear chittering.
Oh, great.
So when you're looking into the cavern, all you can see directly outside of the tunnel entrance
Uh-huh.
is just some large mushrooms of varying height and colors.
When you say large, do you mean like knee height, waist height, tall as a shoulder? Like how large is large?
Well, the largest one that you can see can actually go over your own head.
Oh, cool.
And as I recall, Goji is the tallest
Yeah, I
of
think
the three.
she's 6 foot or 6'1", something like that.
But that's, let's just say, a rare exception. There's not too many that are as tall as you, but it that's just from your view from the
Okay.
tunnel. They are blocking the immediate western view of the cavern with their interspersed heights, and you do see another tunnel entrance on the opposite side of the cavern, which is about 55 feet away from the tunnel entrance that you're standing at. And as I said, you do hear chittering.
Hmm.
You
Okay.
do see that the mushrooms themselves actually give off some of them give off a bioluminescence as well.
Could I noticed that I think you said that the opposite side of the room we're about to enter or that we're approaching is only about 55 feet away, so it's not beyond the radius of Goji's dark vision. But I noticed looking at the party sheet that Vrisdan has superior dark vision, which means he can actually see farther.
Correct. As a drow, he has 120.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of making a mental note that going forward, Goji's gonna actually be like, "Hey, wait a minute, you have better vision than I do. You go in front." Um, but that being said, she's just gonna pocket that thought for now. Um, can does it make sense to like I think Goji's thinking is creep up to the edge of this room entrance and poke her head around and see if she can determine what the sound of the chittering is?
Yeah, sure. You can. How stealthy are you trying to be?
Oh, not stealthy at all. She's just, I mean, she's
Okay.
walking in a not a
Uh,
tiptoe fashion, but she's not trying to make noise.
give me a perception
Okay. Oh.
roll. uh, you look in, and which way are you looking?
Mm, just a sweep from right to left. Maybe, taking all of 2 seconds to just kind of try to get the lay of the room.
Okay. You walk up to the entrance of the cavern, and you take a slight like dip on your knees, try to be all scrutinizing. But as you take a quick glance around the room, you see that it's all clear.
Hmm.
All you see are mushrooms.
She turns around and whispers to Vrisdan and Futon, assuming they're within whispering distance, that it looks. Oh no, we're doing the pitch black thing. It looks clear. I didn't even mean to do this, but we're accidentally doing pitch black now.
You're welcome.
Well,
Well, before you guys decide on your whatever next action is, go ahead and wait for Max.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
also
sorry. Yeah, I
gonna,
didn't even see it
yeah,
step away.
I was gonna say I can't see as much as you, so I'll twist you.
Okay.
Well, the room is lit up. The fungus themselves do give off light enough to where if you wanted to do a check, you could.
Okay, I'll have a check. I just didn't think I'd be able to see as much as one again.
Except you
Oh,
can.
Well,
hold up.
you take a look as well, but you see that it's all clear too.
Hmm. All
With an
right.
8, I will say that you can tell that the cheering is coming more from the western part of.
Okay, and just to be clear, we are coming at it from the northern part of the room, right?
Got to
Correct.
roll with
Given
Yeah.
the
your
bonus. It's
general.
+1. I forgot to do the thing, so it's
Oh, it should
9.
have been a 9. Okay.
Oh, so you didn't
Yeah,
use it? Okay. You didn't use your thing.
no,
Okay.
it should have been this. I mean,
Well,
I'll do the
even with
9, but that would work better. I mean, that's a better roll, but it's the 9.
yeah, yeah. Let's go with 9. With the 9, you can tell that the the shittering that you've been hearing from outside the cavern is towards the western part of the room. And yes, you are on the northern part of the cavern using the player's perspective.
Hmm. Okay. I'm in favor of waiting for Max to get back so we don't have to recap everything that he's missing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, take this time to either go ahead and take a quick break or
Goji's just gonna
ask any questions.
clean her fingernails in the best way she can in this possible light.
I don't know if you came with a file. You could always
No.
try
She's
using, like,
she's just trying to get under there with her other fingernail, like, you know, scrape it out. I'm sure we're all filthy. I would think we had a pretty big fall.
Oh, you're all dusty.
Yeah.
If you haven't bothered to pat yourselves down, you probably got some small pieces of gravel in your inside the crannies of your armor.
Yeah, she's gonna shake out her boots and everything.
You found a snake in your boots.
There's a snake in my boot.
Hope we don't come across any fail mail.
Any what?
Or what? Maybe I don't know. It's a Skyrim joke because it's like Blackreach.
Oh, foam. Okay, Falmer.
Yeah.
You haven't seen any
or
blind
Chorus?
elves yet.
Jesus Christ! Hopefully not Chorus.
Oh,
Well, we are hearing chittering.
you are hearing chittering.
Oh, hey, Futon. On the right side, if you under tool, if you pull up party sheet, which is the second icon, you can you can put yourself into whatever our formation would be by default when we're marching wherever we're marching. I put myself in front, but I'm kind of thinking I'd like to be like front and side, and then Vrisdan could be a front and side too, and then you can figure out where you want to be. On the right side of the party sheet, if you go down to the order tab, that's where that map is. Not map, but, you know, graph, grid. There you go. This thing's got a ton of functionality that's really cool, but it also is like, ooh, there's a lot you'd have to update.
Yeah.
Which I guess is just D&D generally.
Yeah, it is.
It's true of a paper and pen version too.
Yeah, I tend to learn something new every time I do this. I think he's still setting up. Yeah, like every time during the past few years I've been working on getting the stuff set up and shit. Like I'm learning something new every time. And like I said last time, like I can see how I can do the stuff. I don't know how it's gonna go with them. So I was pleased that it worked fairly well.
Yeah, and it was for a first time session too. It was pretty seamless.
And I don't know because I can't see your own. Do you guys have the Underdark map that I set up as the background? Yeah,
I do.
I figured that you guys would like to actually look at it during like times where I'm setting up or like just as a reference and all that.
I like having anytime you've got a background, I like actually making a reference out of it instead of it just being some image, you know.
Yeah, I just had it as an image at first so that you guys don't have an immediate clue as to where you're going to end up. And it's also in the shared. Oh, welcome back, Max.
Thank you.
I also included the map in the shared assets in case you guys wanted to open that up and zoom in further. I don't know if you can, but there you go.
Yes, I saw that as well.
Okay, Max. So we were coming into a cavern full of mushrooms that are varying height. Some of them not that big, up to knee height. A few rare ones are taller than even Goji. Some of them have bioluminescence that they're giving off, so the room is not dark. You can view inside. You do not see because of the mushrooms the western part of the room, but you can see on the opposite side of where you came in another tunnel that's leading further south. You do hear chittering, and thanks to Goji and Futon, you can tell that the chittering is coming from the west side of it.
And Goji and Futon each did perception checks to try to see if they could detect where the chittering sound was coming from, but Goji pretty abjectly failed, and Futon, I don't remember exactly what your result was. I'm sorry.
Futon's was a 9, and he was
Yeah.
able to determine that the chittering is coming from the west side.
Oh, right. Okay. So, unless our intrepid cleric wants to do his own perception check, I'm gonna walk in there.
I trust the both of you
Okay.
with my life.
Okay. Goji.
Not his gold, though, just his life.
Well, guess what? If you don't have your life, I am taking your gold.
Oh, speaking of which, I did fix each one's gold amount.
I saw that. I was so bummed out I didn't have 130 gold anymore.
I found out why it gave you that much too. It's because during your setup, you did another roll on it, and it automatically added another 100.
Pays to be incompetent. Okay, yeah, Goji's going to stand up and not very confidently, but not also very stealthily. She's going to walk into the room until she can see around the mushrooms that were obstructing Futon's view.
Okay. You go inside to the room, and since you're looking to the west, you do see a group of 4 giant beetles,
Hmm.
and they are all gathered around one particularly colored mushroom of the color of violet.
Hmm. Okay. Nothing.
The
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, the beetles seem to be more interested in the mushroom than your not so hidden footsteps.
Hmm. So it seems like we could walk through this room without any aggression from them.
If you chose to, yes.
Hmm. Is there anything noteworthy about the mushroom other than its color?
No. The mushroom just seems to be staying still and is of unique color to the other mushroom in the cavern. The beetles themselves, though, seem to be glowing
Hmm.
with their own kind of bioluminescence.
Is it apparent that they have been feeding on the mushroom or no?
There is no feeding on the mushroom that you can.
Could be spores.
Sorry, did I lose you guys?
No, no.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Adam just suggested it might be.
Okay. Um, hmm.
So as you look at the beetles, while you're thinking about what you want to do, you do see that the illumination that's coming off of them directly is seeming to be around its where its face is.
Where
And if you chose
the beetle's face is.
mhm, where their mouth and eyes are, and if you chose to look closer, it seems like the light that they're giving off is from a specific part of their body.
Ooh. This isn't like an anglerfish kind of deal. Well, I guess you can't answer that question, can you? Hmm. I think for her part, Goji's fine with walking right through this room, but I don't. She's not going to say anything to Futon or Vrisdan for fear of drawing the attention of the beetles, but she's just going to kind of look back in their direction and, you know, some kind of gesture that to see what it is that they want to do.
Jinx.
Well, I guess from seeing Goji, I might go into sneak because I don't really know what's around the corner. See if I can quiet down.
See if you can what?
Like sneak, like that'll be a no. Like lighten fits. But like, but doesn't matter.
Well, you try to sneak up and you take a slight stumble. You don't make too much noise though, since you're not wearing any heavy armor.
Yeah.
But the beetles seem to be still engrossed in their chosen mushroom. You do notice that the mushroom starts to quiver.
Starts to quiver?
It starts to quiver.
Oh, this is getting sexy.
Mm.
Okay. Well, quivering mushrooms are probably not a very good thing. Goji's going to briskly walk to the southern exit of the room and just kind of place herself by the doorway so that she's as far away from the mushroom while also being as close to that exit as she can be.
Okay.
Vrisdan is gonna follow in Goji's footsteps.
Yep. Try and avoid being near it.
Okay. So you guys are choosing to go down into the southern tunnel, correct?
Well,
Are you
I
gonna
just
rather
kind of,
see what happens?
yeah, I want to see what happens with this quivering mushroom, whether it gets more animated or whether it, just kind of settles itself down or what the beetles do, that kind of thing.
Okay. The mushroom actually starts to lift itself up on four stalks and very slowly starts to move towards you with the beetles moving along with it.
Oh, fuck this room. Let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, Goji is, I mean, she's kind of a scaredy cat, I think. She has like this is just a kind of a character moment, but she has a lot of aggression and a lot of attitude, but she's a little bit like a house cat when it actually comes to like something weird. She just she just wants it to stay away, So yeah, I think unless somebody grabs her, she's gonna start briskly walking down the southern passage and just trying to get out of sight of this mushroom and beetle conglomeration that we've got coming down on us.
Yeah, Futon's gonna follow. He's seen many things, but not a walking mushroom.
Ditto.
Okay. You guys decide to proceed down the southern tunnel and I assume get as far away as you can.
Yeah,
So
just
you
kind of a
continue.
quick, like assuming that thing was moving at a slow walking pace.
Oh, it was very slow.
Yeah,
It was very slow.
I'm just gonna kind of, a half jog, a light jog about 50 feet down the tunnel, and then slow down and collect myself and make sure that Futon and Vrisdan are with me.
Okay. You take your quick jog to the bathroom and don't hear any closer drawing of the chittering. So you assume that the mushroom has chosen to stop once the three of you have gotten away from whatever senses it was using to track
All right.
you. In the tunnel itself, to your north is still the cavern, and to your south, you can see about 40 feet away from where you stopped a split of the tunnel, one going to your west and one going to the southeast.
Hmm. And just to be clear, the tunnel is not splitting in a larger room. It's just the passage
No,
itself is splitting.
yep, it's just the passage split.
Hmm. All right. Unless somebody objects, Goji's going to approach the split and just see if she can get a good look in either direction.
You see similar views as what was available to you before. Uh, more moss split tunnels. They continue down into to the southern direction. The southeastern tunnel has a turn that goes further east, and the the um, the western one uh keeps going straight and past your own dark vision, but you do see a further illumination as you look down the tunnel.
Hmm.
The hints of moisture and musty smell that you've been noticing have been increasing as you go south.
Okay.
Uh, but other than that, I would need some kind of roll.
Yeah. And just to be clear, the musty smell is like a pleasant, like, oh, I found some books in the attic kind of smell, or it's a like, oh, this is like a tomb and there's dead bodies in here kind of smell.
It's a, let's say, a wet vegetation kind of smell.
Hmm. Okay. Like fall leaves that have been in a pile in the rain or something.
Or the growth of mushrooms.
Oh, okay. Sometimes you got to hit somebody over the head with what you're trying to describe. Appreciate that. Okay. Mushrooms. Got it. Okay. And I'm sorry, you may have said it or you may have been vague about it. We can't tell. Is there a way to tell which tunnel has the worst of the musty smell?
You would need to give me a
Okay. Goji's going to use all of her orcish sniffing strength. Would this be a perception check, an investigation check? What would this be?
either one that's higher.
Nature, probably.
Vrisdan will help if that gives advantage.
Oh yeah, let's. We're all just sniffing the air like bloodhounds.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with investigation, which is
Vrisdan
actually
wafts.
not a very good roll, but
With a 10, I would say that you cannot tell from which direction
okay.
potent smell is coming.
Yeah. And Goji, meanwhile, is like just waving her hand near her nose, and she's saying like, "I'm getting like earthy moss, like moss on a log, a wet log. I'm getting a little bit of chocolate and old leather."
But you are missing any
cherry.
kind of
Notes of
you're
cherry.
missing any kind of hints of man flesh, though.
Yeah, no man flesh. Damn.
With my roll, I'm
Tells-
just like,
It tells
can't
you a
really
lot
smell
since you
much.
got tells you a lot of your sense of smell, though. Since you got a human right next to you.
True. That's true. To be clear, I don't want to kill humans. I just don't like that I myself am human. I just want to make just so that Futon's not like sweating anytime he can't see where I am.
Oh, I don't think Futon even knows that you ate that part of yourself.
Okay, cool. That's fine. We can reveal that at a later date.
When we sit down for our first group camp, Futon's gonna be like, "So, Goji, what kind of hobbies do you have?" I hate humans.
I secretly want to eat all humans.
Oh, when'd you pick up that cute little trait?
Yeah.
I was born with it.
Yeah.
There was this one night that I was having crackling, and I find out part of human. Ever since then, I had to kill my desire of culinary delights on the human flesh.
That's right. Okay. Sorry. Did anybody have a more successful roll than my
Nope.
stupid orcish
No.
ass?
In fact, yours was the best.
Oh wait, did Vrisdan roll?
No, they did not.
No,
Oh.
I was helping you. I was wafting.
Oh. Okay.
He was getting the maximal potential
Yeah.
air into your nose.
Okay, I get it. I think let's say that Goji, because Vrisdan was wafting, she thinks that's very helpful, but unfortunately, she got so much sooty drow scent from his wafting that she couldn't tell what direction the tunnel, the smell was coming from in the tunnels.
I am well washed. Thank you very
Oh
much.
yeah, but we just all fell down like 600 feet of dusty, rocky cavern.
Also,
I'm
Futon's
like a
going to
chinchilla. I do dust baths.
Futon's going to complain
Got
about the
feathers
lack
to
of
clean,
wind.
man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, Goji is like, I don't have the sense of smell. I'm not picking where we go. Somebody else pick.
All right, from where we are, what are our options, Tanom?
Southeast
Your
or west?
options, yeah, southeast or west, or you going?
I'm drawing a map here as we go, so that's why I'm able to remember this shit.
All right, Tanom, you're like super quiet for me.
Am I? I did have to change my level.
He sounds
okay.
fine for me.
Quiet for me, but
Every now and then I miss a word that you say.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has
Really?
cut out a couple times, but his volume level for me
Oh,
is fine.
well, I've got it on 200.
Ditto, yeah. I'm at as high as I can go.
How about now?
Sounds
About
the
the
same to me, but the cutting out thing is like maybe once every 100 words or so. Suddenly, we just like 2 or 3 words are dropped.
Oh, it feels like way more common.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It could be
Okay.
a Discord thing because
Yeah, do you have noise suppression off? Maybe turning that off might help.
Oh yeah.
How about now?
You do sound a little bit louder now. Yeah.
Yeah.
This could be because of the fact that I'm using the voice mod.
Oh, that's actually a pronounced difference.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I think that's better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let me know if there's further issues, Max.
Okay. Yeah, you do sound better right now. But I missed the last thing you said. There's west. There's...
Southeast and north.
Okay.
Back into the cavern.
Okay.
Northeast is north is the creepy mushroom room.
Yep.
Let's go west. If the creepy mushroom, if the mushroom, it wasn't like a mushroom guy, right? It didn't have any visible eyes we could see while we were fleeing.
No, you have not encountered a machinoid yet.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
assuming it doesn't have a very obvious form of perception, Vrisdan feels like if this thing's gonna pursue us, it's just gonna kind of go in a straight line. So let's break that, I guess.
As far as Vrisdan is aware, the
I don't
approach
think
of that. Well, yeah. Well, then you don't know shit.
Yes, Vrisdan is just drawing from his assumptions, completely unfounded.
Then
He's like,
as he said,
there's no way a mushroom could turn, right? I didn't know they could walk until just now. So
it can only do weird gear.
I didn't know they could walk. Locomotion is one thing. Direction finding is a completely different skill.
yeah, right. They're like separate.
Yeah.
It's a mushroom. It doesn't have ears to like orient
Right.
itself with
Yeah.
gravity and all.
Or
It
even
doesn't-
eyes,
yeah.
presumably.
Correct. Yeah. Whatever helps you sleep at night in the Underdark.
Exactly. We're gonna round the corner and it's gonna like drift towards us.
Like a race car.
It's gonna waft down in.
yeah.
It's gonna be following us like in Resident Evil. No rest.
We
Just
already
gonna
have our
break
own
through a wall
nemesis.
at one point.
And just to be
Vrisdan...
sorry, go ahead.
Okay. No, you first.
I was gonna say, just to be clear, when you said that Vrisdan had been in the Underdark, but it had been a long time, does that mean that he will have some possible knowledge of what we're going to encounter down here? Or is that just a like, oh, it's been a lifetime and it's all new to him, essentially, again?
Is this Goji or Pem asking?
I guess I'm asking, Pem is asking because I don't want Goji every time she encounters something she hasn't seen before to turn around and be like, so what the fuck is this? And you're like, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Vrisdan left when he was like 7. He doesn't remember.
Oh,
any of
okay.
this, but
All right.
If Goji asks, Vrisdan will absolutely pretend to know, to be an expert on the subject.
Okay, I'll use that later. Thank you.
So yeah, Vrisdan is as in the dark The Underdark. Wait,
Ho,
wait,
ho,
wait, wait, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
you gotta
sorry,
sound.
keep waiting, okay? There we go. I had to find it. I forgot it was there while it was mid-pun. Okay, thank you very much. Anyways, yeah.
Oh shit! It's
Vrisdan
expanded.
is in the dark as everyone else here, so anything he says that sounds like an authoritative statement is complete bunk.
Okay, but to be clear, at least maybe Futon suspects that Vrisdan's full of shit, but Goji's going to absolutely take whatever you say as gospel down here because she doesn't know any way to know that you're not telling the truth. So
We're gonna get the triple G, Goji's Guide to the Underground, and it's gonna be all incorrect information for budding adventurers.
Yep, she's gonna be single-handedly responsible for the murder of thousands of first-time adventurers.
She will also be the most famous author of a generation.
That's true.
I will do everything to get that book into print.
We can start a Kickstarter for it.
Yep.
Oh god. Anyways, yeah. Vrisdan suggests let's go west.
West. All right.
And you proceed on west.
Yes. Also, I think you might have had dropped off at this point, Max, but I'm realizing that with Vrisdan having superior dark vision, Goji is going to be like, I'll walk abreast with you, but I'm not walking in front of you anymore while we're in this dark place.
Sure.
Okay.
You could pen down the order, like.
Oh, yeah.
We are.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I ended up making myself cough there. On the right side toolbar under tool, if you go to the party sheet, and
Oh yeah, I
open
look
that
at
up
that all the time.
on the bottom tab order, you can actually insert Vrisdan in where you think our formation should be. So, like, if
That's
Goji
dope.
was there, and I'm assuming this doesn't actually factor into combat unless Mike makes it do that.
It should.
Yeah. Okay.
It automatically puts your tokens on the map.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, damn, that's
Then I
cool.
think I'd like to.
I mean, I
maybe
haven't
be
tested it since you guys used it, but it should.
I'd like to be a little bit more spread out then. That's just Goji. I'm not saying that for the other party members, but she just wants to be a little bit. So if she draws aggro or something like that, it's not gonna be a chance that it hits somebody behind her, roughly.
Sure. That works for me.
Okay.
Okay. So as you guys travel west, you continue down the tunnel, and as your southern journey, it takes a few minor turns, but you continuously go west
Mm-hmm.
until finally there is a major turn in the tunnel where you're back to going back south. And as you progress, the lighting of the moss seems to be in more clumped up patches and to grow in amounts as you progress south. And the odor of musty, growing mushrooms seems to be increasing along with the smell of stagnant water. And as you progress south, you finally come upon another cavern. This one seeming to open up in the southern direction in a much larger venue than the previous one, to where you cannot see a tunnel leading out of it from your perspective from this tunnel's entrance.
Hmm.
And as you look into this cavern, you do note that in the middle of it there is a little mini pond, and no worries. And around it there are a upward sloping there is a upward sloping passage on the right side of the pond that has lower hanging roof, and on that passage there are stalactites and stalagmites, and You can see vegetation around the little mini pond, and you see some small clumps of rats and other kinds of small critters around the pond. And on the left side of the pond, from where you're looking, you do see another patch of mushrooms, with the roof of the cavern being higher up on that one, having stalactites. Crap. Now I gotta look at which one.
Stalactites hang from the ceiling. They hang tight. Stalagmites grow from the ground with all
Right.
their might.
You see stalactites on the higher cavern of the higher roof of the cavern over these mushrooms.
Hmm.
Well,
I've never heard one of the. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna go in and try and give the rats some of my rations.
I knew you were gonna do something about the rats. I knew it. I was like, oh no, not rats. We're fucked.
That video of the escape was very cute, by the way.
Yeah, that rat is totally gonna learn how to escape. In all the ways.
Full of crimes he must commit.
Hmm.
Um,
I imagined more like the theme from The Great Escape while he was trying to get out.
so you are doing that, Futon?
Yeah, not too much, just like food crumbs.
Okay. Give me a nature roll.
God do it.
Hmm,
If you look at never mind.
yeah, got it.
Damn.
Okay. You go down to the pond, and before the rats start to notice your presence, you start doing like what do you do to calm down these rats before they start get agitated?
I'll just show them that I've got food.
You just show it to them?
Yeah.
Okay. You wave around these few crumbs of food, and I assume you toss it to them before they
Yeah.
start lunging at you.
Yeah.
With your roll of 17, I would say that they do not try to attack you for more food, and they're happily munching away at the crumbs of
Aw.
food that you left.
Well, that's precious. While that's all happening, Goji kind of can't believe her eyes that this monk just walked out to feed some rats. But she is eyeing those mushrooms and trying to determine if any of them are the same quiver and walk around mushrooms as we encountered previously. There's no beetles in this room, as far as we can tell, right?
You do not hear any chittering, and you do not see any violet-colored mushrooms.
Okay.
The room is, by the way, for the most part, well lit due to the moss and some of the mushrooms glowing.
Okay. And you said that from where we are, we can't see any passages on the opposite side of the room. Can we see the perimeter of the room on the opposite side, or is it off in the distance?
You see, with even Vrisdan's dark vision, you can see the wall on the other side, but you don't see the
Okay.
actual tunnel anymore.
Okay. And then
But that's as
just
far as he can see.
okay. And then just as uh more so for mental vision than I should just say just for imagination, the height of the ceiling in this room, how high off the ground is the ceiling?
Well, right above the pond,
Mm-hmm.
it would be about 30 feet.
Okay, so this is a
With
big
on the
room.
right side. Sorry.
This is a big room then. 30-foot high
It's
ceiling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Height wise, it's pretty big. It slants downward at a good pace on the right side of the pond, where the higher passage is,
Mm-hmm.
about 25, 20 feet being the max height, with the upward going slope going up about 10 feet and looping around the pond. And the other side, on the left side with the mushrooms, it's the same 30 feet.
Okay. Well, having seen Futon walk in and throw crumbs to rats, Goji's going to assume it's safe enough that she's curious about that stalactite and stalagmite passage near the pond. She's going to walk over and just examine the entrance to that. I don't know if you said it was a passage or was it just an upward
It's kind of like a walkway around.
like a catwalk up above the pond, roughly.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
You would have to be. You look in and you can see that you would have to weave in between the stalagmites and stalactites
Okay.
to get to the other side.
Yeah. Okay. Assuming that doing so doesn't take her out of sight of the rest of her party, she's gonna weave between the rocks that are there and just walk up until she can get a good view of the pond and see Futon feeding the rats and everything down below her.
Okay. I will say that you go in about 10 feet amongst the stalagmites and stalactites, and
Okay.
you can see Adam, Futon feeding his rats
Okay.
and
just
not being attacked by them.
okay. And nothing else is illuminated from this vantage point other than what we've already seen.
No, it is darker on that side due to all the stalactites and stalagmites.
Okay. And still no view of another exit from this room.
Not from your point of view, no.
Okay. What's Vrisdan doing?
I think he's very interested in the rats, or not the rats. Interested in what Futon is doing with the rats.
And since we've come into the room, Futon and Goji, I'm not sure where Vrisdan is at the moment, but the mushrooms
He will
haven't.
join you guys.
Okay, the mushrooms haven't done anything peculiar.
No.
Okay.
They've done nothing. Just giving off light.
Okay. Goji's gonna follow this rise that she's on, until it. Sorry.
Notify them,
No.
or is it just
Assuming that the whole time that she's navigating it, she's within sight and earshot of the rest of the party. She's just like I'm imagining we're on two different spots in the same room, but we're still within line of sight with each other. If that's not the case, then I would.
well, you would
behave
be
differently.
going in and out of sight, going amongst the stalagmites.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. And we're still dealing with ambient light, dark vision. She can judge, a safe distance in front of her.
You can see patches of light between the stalagmites due to the moss and mushrooms on the other side of the room. Yes, you do see some
But
shaded
there are
corners
dark patches.
and
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Goji in her inventory has a number of torches. I think she has 10 torches. She's going to use her tinderbox and light one of those, and where there are dark patches in front of her, assuming that she can, get the arc to throw it far enough in front of her to illuminate those dark patches, she's going to toss a lit torch in the direction that she wants to continue exploring, which is further along this rise.
Okay.
Just to make sure there's nothing lurking.
You do so, and what was that, Max?
Yeah, if I can interrupt real quick. Hearing the striking of flint and steel, Vrisdan will just cast dancing lights in an attempt to save Goji a torch.
Oh.
Do you cast it on his little torch handle?
Dancing lights is like floating balls of light, not like.
Oh,
not
I'm
like
thinking
animal
about
stuff.
another spell. Okay.
Yeah, lights versus dancing lights. Very, very different. very, very technical differences. You have to be quite an
Yeah.
expert to.
Wait, yeah, yep, yep.
The light spell has not been to Juilliard. The dancing light spell has.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The dancing light spell is a real bitch when you get her drunk, let me tell you.
Oh my god.
She'll spill
Where-
all the
Is that true
beans.
about
Where
Vrisdan?
do you place the dancing lights?
Vrisdan will just kind of have them hover around us until Goji,
Well, you're
points out
not near
where.
Goji.
Yeah, I'm a little
How-
far away from you.
You're
Yeah,
basically on the northern part of the pond with Futon, watching the rats, and Goji
Yeah.
is about 30 feet away from you
My impression
inside
is
the passageway with the stalagmites and stalactites.
the spell has a range of 120 feet, and I don't need to see where they're going to move them
Oh.
around. So I'll just kind of vaguely have them move in Goji's direction. Have them try
Goji's
and
gonna,
keep up.
yeah.
Okay.
If you cast it halfway between where I am and where I'm going to try to be, then that would be perfect.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. With the dancing lights cast by Vrisdan, the lighting in the passageway is a good deal better. You can starkly see the differences between each stalagmite and stalactite as you look into the passageway. The shadows are very much reduced, and you can even see the crannies of the upper parts of the roof of the cavern.
Goji, I'm not sure if I'm in line of sight of Vrisdan at the moment, but Goji gives a thumbs up when she is in line of sight. Assuming that that thumbs up is illuminated by dancing lights so that Vrisdan can actually
It
see
is.
it?
It
Okay,
is.
good. I would hate to cast a hand gesture and not have it be detected by the person I'm intending it to be seen by. Okay, then she is going to keep on trucking up this little upward walkway. That's what I'm trying to say. Until the dancing lights are no longer illuminating where she's standing.
Okay. Can you give me a perception roll, please?
Oh, I can do that. Let's see. Ability. Nope. Skills. There we go. Bam! I perceived the shit out of this.
Wow. As you progress forward, you you start to hear above your head movement, and you can choose what you want to do about that. Come back.
I'm gonna swat at the ceiling with my no. If I have a jacket on, I'm gonna throw it. Yeah. Let's see.
Well, do we want to take a break now or no?
Oh, yeah. This is probably an appropriate moment to do so.
Mhm.
Yep.
Sure
Sounds
thing.
good. You want to come back in say 10 minutes? So come back at 38.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. I'll see you then. Oh. Oh, we're still waiting on Adam.
Welcome back.
Oh, he was here just a
I'm
second
around.
ago. No, he's here.
Oh, nice. I just realized I wrote down a note to myself that I wish I would have mentioned in the recap we did at the very beginning. But one thing that Alaric Shadowbane told us when we asked her about it in the slave pen, she mentioned that someone named Affin Branchlet is the person who hired her. We don't know any other details about it than that. Just that name.
Correct. Just that she was a hooded elf.
Yes. Thought that
No
was worth.
reasons were given other than that she wanted her to assemble a group of uh, new adventurers to
To get
hunt
rid of
them
that.
at
Yeah. Okay. I wrote down that name and I was like, oh shit, I should have mentioned that. We actually know who hired her, or at least we have an alias.
Money meter because I'm snacking.
Okay, so we all good to go?
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
good.
Yeah. Oh, quick question. The bottom of the window here for Fantasy Grounds, there's there's a number of divisions across the screen from left to right. What are those for?
Those would be,
Hotkeys.
yeah, you could put like
Ow!
hotkeys of your dice that
I
you like
could
to
have been
use.
hotkeying shit this whole time. All right.
Hotkey your attacks and go crazy.
Hmm.
Go nutters.
Yeah. All right. Will
Oh.
do.
Yeah. Somehow I got D20 already done.
Haha. Hotkey nat 20. Right away. It's destiny.
You guys are wasting all these awesome rolls.
I know, right? It's good for
No
me,
such
but
thing. All my
go
rolls
ahead.
are awesome. Watch. Please be like
Dude,
a
I'm
4
not
or
joking
something.
to you. Like, I'm kind of like thinking I need to step up on the combat level because of Vrisdan. He's a bit more
I
put
just
together than
I
I
just get
thought.
a second attack. That's it. It'll fall off quick, I promise.
Bro, you beat the shit out of that goblin fast.
That was good rolls, bro. But I mean, I've only got like a +2 to damage and a +4 to hit.
Okay. So, when we took our break, we had just come to the point where Goji happened to hear some kind of movement from above them. Hem, what do you choose to do with that knowledge?
Well, I will instantly crouch down, and look up and see if I can tell what the hell it is that's making noise above me.
Okay. You do that, and now everybody please roll me initiative.
Okay. Thank God for a high initiative roll.
Okay, I guess I just have to roll it myself. Oh, well, didn't register it. Okay, so let's see here. As you crouch down and you look up, immediately looking up, you see nothing but darkness. But at the same time, as Vrisdan and Futon are looking in your direction, they see a floating stalactite coming down to you, and immediately a sphere of darkness is cast around it and yourself, Goji,
Oh, oh,
from
good.
their perspective. And I believe I did this correctly to
Ooh,
where you can only see that sphere of darkness.
quick map. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
surrounded by
Vrisdan and
darkness.
yeah, you should not be able to see squat since you just chose not to move. Futon and Brisdan should be able to see just the sphere of darkness.
Mhm.
Okay. Since you were not surprised, Goji has the chance to do something.
And just to be clear, am I aware that I'm in darkness? I mean, I can't see anything around me, but do I know that
Oh, you looked
this
up and all of a sudden it was just dark.
is black? But I can see this crazy floating stalactite thing. Is that
You
correct?
can't see nothing. Your
I
dark
can't see
vision does not
nothing.
work in this effect.
Okay. Is it reasonable that where I am, I could take 5 or 6 steps backwards, knowing that I'm going in the same direction I came from?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, let me go ahead and say I could not find. I'll say a couple things. This is one of the maps that I was able to get from the source Zepeku, um, that I got through a Patreon system that I subscribe to. So there's gonna be a bunch of maps that look like this that are gridded. They all look really nice. Um, but yeah, I got it through Patreon. It's really nice. Like $5 a month if you chose to. Sometimes even less.
Okay.
Uh,
If we
but yeah,
ever
this
make
is one of
if we ever make the videos public, you can send me a link and I can put it in the
yeah. That's what I
description.
was thinking about doing
Yeah.
if it does become public.
And you
That
have to
way, they at
say,
least
you have to say hashtag sponsor too, or not sponsor, hashtag ad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no, we don't have to do that. They even say that as long
Yeah.
as it's used not commercially, then they don't care about watermarking or anything, just a quick mention. So, anyway, this is one of their maps. I could not find one that I liked that had all the stalactites and stalagmites and also a little pond thing. So, we'll just
This is close.
see if I can
Hmm.
change. We'll just say this area here.
Mm.
Oh, there we go. Let's just say that this all here is a little pond thing.
When I in this circle of darkness, when I go into token mode, I can't see anything. Everything's just embarrassingly black around me. It's kind of funny.
Well, that tells you that it's actually working.
Yeah.
So, okay, so
I'm here.
Vrisdan,
Help.
I'm here. Vrisdan and Futon are in front of the little pond thing, and that axis below it is what you have to reach Goji and the creature that's attacking him. So, Goji, what was it that you're going to do again?
Oh, cautiously take let's say 10 steps backwards the direction that I came, assuming that she feels like she can do that safely without accidentally, like, if she feels like she's still facing the exact same direction, she'll just back up in the darkness 10 steps.
Okay. So, because you're choosing to get out of range of the combat, you're going to take an opportunity swing at you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go for it. Ouch.
And that is. Hold on. That's a 20 on your AC. So that
AC of
hits.
16. Yeah, that's a hit.
And. You take
It's over.
5 damage.
Goji's gone.
It's over.
Rest in peace.
5
It
damage.
was fun to knowing you.
Got it. Marked on the character sheet. Okay. Well, then she's going to back up to, like, there-ish?
Okay.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So with the stalagmites, it would require me to do a bunch of placements of walls. So
Mhm.
let's just pretend that you guys have to see around those stalagmites.
Got it. So you guys can't see where I am right now. No line of sight.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to do?
God. I mean, I can't see what the hell it is that even attacked me, so just cry out in fear, and then that's the end of my turn. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. And now, let's see what
Oh God! So now it gets a turn. Shit.
Yeah, it was right after you. Uh, how intelligent is this thing? Okay, it's not intelligent. It'll float because it is actually flying over to you.
Hmm. To be clear, the circle of darkness doesn't come with it, right?
No, it is a
Okay.
placed thing.
Got
So
it.
you should be able to see it now, Goji.
Yes, I can.
You can't see anything because the system does not have an icon for this thing.
I can
But
see the
before
D.
you can see the D. You got the D.
Mhm.
So before you see essentially a stalactite flying to you with as it peters out to the bottom end of the stalactite, it branches out into tentacles that are all swinging towards you, and you can actually see eyes in the middle of the stalactite starting to open up and looking straight at you.
Oh, this thing sucks.
Um, okay, so now
It's been nice knowing you guys.
there we go.
19 is a hit. That 4
Take
damage?
4 damage. Yeah,
I'm down to 1.
1 HP. And
And a dream.
1 HP in a dream.
What's your character's size?
Mine?
Yeah.
We're all medium.
Yeah, we're all medium, I think.
Yeah, let's not go with that. Okay. And now it is Futon's turn.
Hmm.
Earlier I said you guys should check out this walkway because it was lit, and it's... You shouldn't check it out, and it's the opposite of lit. It's dark.
I will say it's a spell effect, so even dancing lights can't get through it because it's a lower level.
Well, I can hear Goji screaming, so I'm gonna come
Yeah, I'm fucking
to the
terrified.
corner, like of the walkway, but not too close. Like,
Not too
Oh.
close. Do you
Yeah.
even have anything ranged?
He just wants to watch me die, that's all.
He just
Yeah, I wasn't going to attack. Oh yeah, I suppose we can see it now, can't we? What's my move speed? Ability. How big's each square?
the square is 5 feet.
Okay. I think I should be able to get there.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess I'll take a swing.
My hero.
I need a hero. Oh, that
No, I'm
moment.
not your hero.
My hero sucks.
Well, you take a big swing and you completely miss the stalactite you were going for, and you instead hit a stalagmite.
I got it for you.
Don't you know you're tight from your might?
It all becomes one eventually.
Earlier, when you said, Pam, when you said that they're tight because they hang from the ceiling, tight and might because they grow with all their might, I've never heard one of those that makes sense to me. Oh, they're stalactites because they have T like top, and stalagmites have M like bottom. Huh? What? What are you saying to me right now?
Yeah, there's an entire lexicon for spelunking that I learned from my dad because he would do it as a hobby. And one of them was a silly dad joke where when a stalactite and a stalagmite connect in the middle, which of course takes, depending on the size, takes thousands and thousands and thousands of years, They're called a column. And the dad joke about it is like, why are they called a column and not a pillar? And it's because a pillar is what you put your head on when you're sleeping. Ha 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 ha. All right, now that I've killed the mood, let's continue with the combat here.
Don't say
Now that you've
killed,
killed the mood,
man. You're
time
pretty
for you to
close.
also die.
So, is there anything else you want to try to do, Futon?
I think I've used all my.
Die of shame.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
All right, Vrisdan,
That's
we've
me.
completely
You said
fucked
each
it
of
up.
these big squares are 5 feet.
Yes.
Wow. 5, 10, 15. Boom. All right. How do I target people again? I forgot.
With the combat tracker, I
No.
clicked on the
Click target
target
mode,
little
and then I target you.
crosshair thing.
Yeah. Okay, I should be. Oh yeah, I'm targeting Goji. Okay, first bonus action, healing word. I didn't. My bad. I didn't think it would roll it twice. Take one of those away. Oh, it didn't even add the health automatically. Perfect. So you gain 3 health, Goji.
Yay! Thank you.
Okay.
Let
And
me
then
make sure.
target you. Oh, perfect. This game. This thingy. And then I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame as an action on the weird thing, the weird freaky thing.
The weird freaky thing.
Boy,
That is
yeah.
a fail.
I told you guys you wasted those rolls.
No,
I
it failed. That's
failed.
good.
I
I
failed.
only
Oh,
did. I did
oh.
120 damage to it though. So.
Okay.
And that is my
So,
turn. Where do I?
takes
Bing.
1 damage.
Oh,
So for some reason, Goji's on there twice. That's weird.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Goji with her newly rejuvenated 4 points of health is going to take her lightning charred club and swing at this fucking thing as hard as she possibly can.
I have given you very small hit points. Please use them
God
wisely.
damn
That
it.
is not wise.
Ugh.
You swing hard, and it's just resounding off the rocky seeming skin of the dark mantle, which this is.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have anything in the inventory that will help me here? No, I don't.
Don't you have like second wind as a fighter, or is that later on?
Level 2.
You should.
Level 2.
Oh, level
No,
two.
that's action surge. You should have second wind is just a little healing.
Oh, where do I? Let me see here. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. Whoops. Wait. Let's see. Clipboard? No. Create item? No. Delete item? No. Close one. What? You have a limited well of stamina that you can draw on to protect yourself from harm. On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 your fighter level. Okay. So I'm just rolling 1d10. Got it. Hey!
Very
Back to
nice.
full health now. So I cannot use that again until I've rested.
Right. I believe as you level up, you'll get more chances to use it.
Yeah, I think so. If I remember anything from playing, what's her name in Baldur's Gate 3? Who's the Githyanki? I forget her name.
Crap.
I can see her stupid face. I can't think of her name.
Lae'zel?
Lae'zel, there you go. Okay, yes.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
And I'm gonna need to do it twice.
You're gonna have to skip me at the top there. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why I put you in twice. Okay.
That's weird.
Let's see.
Goji's
Let's
just that
just
cool.
Yep.
1 through 10 is Goji. 11 through 20 is Futon. It keeps rolling off the damn thing and not counting. There we go. It's going after Futon.
Oh, great.
Futon is such a comfy place to
Clear
relax. Though.
targets.
It's tempting.
Pam, give me those hit points back. I'm willing you.
Wait, why did it roll twice? That's not. Disregard that. I don't know why it's rolling twice.
Do you have advantage selected? Because that's what it's given it. Maybe the game
It
thinks
shouldn't.
there's some effect giving it advantage, but there's also like
Oh,
down in the bottom.
yeah,
There's a little button.
I was messing around before we started, and my
Oh, for
character's
some reason you're.
unconscious.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so
Hmm.
because it's got
Futon
advantage,
sleepwalking.
Mhm.
I don't know how to
how do I
remove it.
tell?
You can clear that effect, right? That's got to be possible.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be
Okay.
something that Mike's gonna have to clear, I would think.
Yeah, I can't see an option immediately, so I'm just gonna roll it myself. So 14 plus 5, that definitely hits.
No, that's everything else.
There you are. You're stable now. Oh, you're still unconscious though.
So you take 6 damage.
That's funny that the
And
game is letting you walk around while you're unconscious.
If you go into the combat tracker on the very far right of Futon's little, block, there's a little picture of a
oh,
guy. You click that and then
oh, so
boom.
that's what that did. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So
Nifty.
it's this thing, this floating stalactite is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It will try to run away since it's being surrounded back into its darkness. And while it's doing that, you each get an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
I like watching it disappear when
Well,
it hits the dark circle.
Mhm.
Vrisdan does not. He's a little too
Whoops! I didn't mean to move
Yeah,
myself.
no,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't get it.
far. So Futon and Goji, please give me a roll to attack.
Club attack. Bam!
Those both hit.
Yay!
Heroes.
Hang on. Let me pull up my damage.
I'll put it in my hotbar.
Yeah, I should have added it, but I didn't.
Damn.
5 and 8.
Okay. This thing is pretty hurt now, and it floats back into the darkness. And it is now Futon's turn.
You don't want to go in that darkness, my friend.
No.
That sucks.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I do have darts, but I don't. My ammo's to 0, but I don't think I rolled for that properly.
Rolled for what?
Ammo, because I've got darts, but I don't think I ever actually put a number in.
Oh, I forgot to target the dark mantle when I attacked it. I meant to do that. Rats.
You start with 10 if you just picked from the monk. So says the
Yeah.
player's handbook.
Now change it. Oh crap.
How's that?
Oh yeah, thank you. Well, I can't see it, but I'm gonna throw it blindly.
Okay, so you're
Let's
gonna be
go.
one disadvantage.
We
Yeah.
ball. Fuck it, we ball. Nat 20 incoming. Even if it's disadvantage, it's going to be 2 nat 20s.
Mm.
That is not
Yeah.
what I said.
No.
So
Probably
you
one
get
Okay.
well, that's such a shame. Bit. Do you want to move?
No, I'll wait here in case it comes back out.
It is now Vrisdan's turn.
Oh my gosh, already? Wow. I feel so special.
Goes fast when you don't have 18 other
Oh, so
people
special.
fighting in the fight with you.
Oh,
There
it's
were
not.
story reasons.
Vrisdan is going to take a second and look at his 2 compatriots here and ask, "What's the plan? Are we interested in hunting this wretched squid out of vengeance, or?"
I am trying to
And then he'll
remember
scamper.
whether darkness decays over time. I guess Goji probably wouldn't fucking know that, would she? She's probably kind of an
I
idiot.
would say that Goji has no knowledge of this.
Yeah. um. Hmm. I don't think I have a strong feeling about it. I mean, if y'all want to try to kill it, Goji's down. If you were to tell me to run away, I would run away.
Well, assuming this map is accurate, the only exit is to the north that I could see, and it looks like there might be one to the east, but it's behind like the darkness.
You would
I'm
either
unsure.
have to either go through this thing to reach the other side of the cavern, or go back the way you came and go around the other side of the pond through the mushrooms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or you can swim through the pond with
No.
whatever's in there.
Like rats.
Vrisdan is far too dignified to get wet in the underdark in a cavern. He would never. I feel like that's foreshadowing now that I said it, but all right. Well, taking this sort of non-answer as an answer, Vrisdan is going to try and get in, sort of nestled in these stalactites, if that would work, Mike, and make a Heidi check. He's going to sneak.
Sure. Let's see. What kind of check would that be? Give me a stealth roll.
Sure, real quick. I think my armor. Yeah, okay. My armor gives me disadvantage, but trust, through Loth, all things are possible. Where's stealth? Here's stealth. Well, some things are more possible than other things, though.
It was possible enough for you to get into the stalactites without falling on your face, but anything that would try to look for you if it wanted to could see you.
Okay. Well, I don't think Vrisdan knows that, so he's gonna keep himself
He
there.
feels very confident about his hiding
And that's his
abilities.
turn. Yeah. And if nothing else, maybe they're like the stalactites are cover or something.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Vrisdan is simply far less delicious than you two.
Yeah, nobody else knows that they're grape flavored.
The worst flavor of all candy.
Okay, Goji's turn, huh? Man, I don't have any, like, I could just charge in there and be like, I'm gonna swing blindly, but
You could
You
ready an
can.
attack
You would just
for it to come back
have
to you.
disadvantage.
yeah. Just to be clear, this activity, the noise and the motion and the commotion and all that, hasn't changed. Like, there's nothing else in the room that's like, oh, what was that? And then it's coming over to like find out, right? Like, there's no other stalactites that are gonna fuck me up.
You do not see any current dark manals, if any, coming towards you. And from your position, you cannot tell if anything is coming from the other side of the pond towards you.
Okay. Well then, fuck it. Goji's gonna run into the darkness and swing with disadvantage her club in a wild and unpredictable pattern, trying to hit this stupid thing.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, it came in already. Disadvantage. That is. Oh.
Yeah, I clicked disadvantage when I rolled the die.
I didn't even see that yet. So yeah,
one.
that's a definitely miss.
Okay.
You take a swing, and all you manage to do is get a bunch of air and ground.
Well, rats. Okay, so do I have movement left, or have I exhausted it?
Well, you've got movement, but if you choose to move again, you'll take another opportunity
Oh,
attack.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I think I'll just stay put and pray to Groomsh.
Groomsh is always watching. I wish I knew why I did that. Okay. Okay. You chose to go into its domain, and it's not going to forgive that.
14 versus 16.
That's a miss. And let's see. What do I want to do? It'll fly outside of it and try to get away from you. And you can take another opportunity attack with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Oops. Sorry, 1 second.
That's a hit.
Yay! Okay. Damage for the club is this one.
Jeez, 5 damage. This thing is really hurt, and it's starting to stagger away and fly into this clump of stalagmites. Try to get into a corner and away from you.
Hmm. Can you
And it
guys
is
see?
now Futon's turn.
Can you guys see where
I'm
it
sorry.
is?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think I should be able to north like straight. I'm gonna run towards it.
Good luck, buddy. She says from this dark pillar of night that she's stuck in.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to target it again. Damn. I guess I couldn't because I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
I'm just flailing blindly.
Oh, okay.
That's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
It is. I don't know why it's doing that.
Dying but not dead?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, I'm
it-
not going to go with those rules. It's dead.
Okay.
And you swing at it and kill this dark mantle. You have managed to kill this hunter of the dark that happened to jump upon your friend.
Phew. Is
Now you
the
got more food for your rats.
is the darkness spell still in effect, or did that?
It goes away as soon as it dies.
Okay.
I'll drag the body to where the rats were. Obviously, they'll have run away by now, but they'll be back.
That's great. Yeah. How are you able to? Oh! You're able to do it like the. Okay, I think I know how you're able to do that.
Control gives you act, and
No.
alt gives you out of character.
Okay. Party taking a short rest.
Well, I was just trying to reset the thing. Okay. Let's see here. So you managed to kill the dark mantle. The darkness effect that was around the location where Goji was ambushed disappears with the death of the creature, and assume we are going to be feeding the rats.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah. Okay. You the futon and assume with the aid of Goji and Vrisdan, drag it over to the lip of the walkway and toss it down to the side of the pond so that the rats can feed on their fill. And
Sorry,
you
Goji's just doing
you
laps
guys
around the
all
pond.
gain you all gain 33 XP.
All right.
And can I get a perception check from all of you?
Sure thing.
Oh yeah, I'm perceiving
never
like a
mind.
boss.
Never mind.
You don't need one.
Goji, not too far from where you were, you look around one of the stalagmites and you see hidden from your previous view, you see a small bag on the floor containing some more food and torches, as well as 30 pieces of silver.
Ooh. Okay. Sorry, you said 33 XP. Was that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't find where that was.
Okay.
On
What,
your character
the-
sheet, the little
Yeah.
magnifying glass next to your class.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Goji's going to holler like a prospector who just found gold and run over to that corner, grab the bag, and then, assuming that the party, congregates, will split the food, split the torches, and split the silver.
Okay. And I'm not gonna make you guys do whatever food survival things on this campaign. So if you want to role play having to eat at any point, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah. We'll, I just realized I haven't had music on all this time. Oh, what a schmuck.
And here I am, not
God
playing my music.
damn it. I was
The
just
idea of eating in a cavern without supple music was
Well,
far too much for my bad
the
mind.
reason that it came up is because I was thinking like, oh, if we were just eating and sitting next to a fire, it would be perfect for the darkest dungeon like camping music. And then I was like, wait a minute, I don't have any music
Well-
playing.
Considering there'll be plenty of ample opportunities for that.
Ugh.
Okay, so you managed to kill the Dark Mantle, and so far as you know, this passageway is clear of threats. Should you choose to use it to get to the other side?
Okay. Say we rested for like an hour or two, or
Sure, you can take
I guess it doesn't really matter.
a short rest.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to heal a bit. I think
Okay.
that's a... Yeah.
There you go. Not sure why it's saying that you're wounded when you're fully recovered. Oh, right. You took 6 damage, didn't you?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
there's not...
Does the
Okay,
monk
so
get to
you're-
use wounds for attacks, right? Is that or no, I'm thinking of the
Well, wounded just means that you've taken HP damage.
oh, okay.
So
I was
right
using
now,
the
Futon's
temporary.
at yeah, you would use wound. Temporary is for like temporary hit points that you get from spell effects.
Oh, okay. I got it. I understand now. I'm sorry.
So Futon's at 9 HP instead of 10.
Got it.
Okay. So you take a short break. You sit around your torches and have this background of imaginary song and moody backdrop while you eat and recover yourselves.
My Futon thinks, well, you know what, I'll share some of my music.
You want to play music in here?
Some bagpipes?
Yes?
Wake up those other stalactites?
They're stalactites because they take flight and attack you.
That's good.
I'll try, but I see the others aren't very happy, so I stop.
They're stalactites because they don't tolerate bagpipe music.
Okay. Okay. So,
Vrisdan
as
gives
you
a
were
very
all
polite
relaxing-
single clap.
oh, so you do play.
He played. We just weren't into
Oh.
it.
Seconds.
Thank you. I wasn't sure we would get another combat.
Oh God, are you serious? The
I'm
bagpipes
totally
woke
serious.
somebody up. Shit.
With your very brief concert of bagpipes, which resounded across the cavern, you, upon stopping, hear the flapping of wings and screeches as a swarm of bats come from the other side of the cavern, from amongst the mushrooms and stalactites over there, coming towards you.
Okay, better switch to battle music then.
Yep. So
Okay, and I just double checked whether it was a short rest or a long rest that I needed to recuperate my second win, but I recuperated on either one, short or long. So I'm.
So
I can use it
now
again, effectively.
I need to pull up that again. Okay. So go ahead and roll me initiative.
Gladly. Wait, are we in darkness again, or did we just lose the map?
Oh, go ahead and close that map. I'm making it.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Okay. Oh, go ahead and ask this question now. Did you guys go back down towards the pond, or did you stay amongst the
I'm
stalagmites?
back down by the pond. I'm thinking that's where we
Okay.
rested. Ooh, nice die. Gold
Okay,
color.
then I'll just use another map because I do want to show off these maps that are actually really nice. Yeah, let's go. So sorry, let me just
Mm-hmm.
fill this up.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry.
Damn, those
Welcome
gold
back.
and red dice are hot as hell. I'm regretting that I didn't find
Yeah,
them
I was
first.
looking at the dice. You know, I have a whole bunch of options apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I believe if you wanted to, you could purchase more options.
Yeah. I was
You can, and I would never do so.
You can also
I wouldn't suggest it.
custom make your dice colors
Yeah.
too.
That's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I was using for a while, but then I saw the rest of it. I was like, oh,
Okay,
neat.
I'm just gonna roll a test here.
Oh.
On Roll20, they give out
Ooh.
Lego dice.
And then
That's cool.
That's a pretty map.
It is a nice map.
so these maps at the moment are I don't remember how they call it. Like there are a bunch of copy and paste cave models with different assets on. There are other maps that are more detailed and unique, but right now, since we're just in caves and
Mhm.
tunnels, these will serve. Seven. I apologize. I wasn't thinking that we were going to be using this encounter.
That's okay.
It's all good.
That's what makes it fun, the unexpected stuff.
Since we're already at this point, because the bats won't be there anymore if you chose to. If you had gone the other path, you would have encountered a mushroom that's called a shrieker, which, upon reaching 30 feet of it, would summon these bats.
Oh, great. So this
But-
is actually the easier version of this combat then.
Yeah. But I figured that you guys were gonna go on the other side and leave.
Nope.
Okay. So
we
they're dexterity's
cultivate
plus-
pain. That's what we do. Oh, damn.
So that
It's a lot of bats.
7.
I have a friend who goes by bats because their last name is fucking Battle, and I'm so jealous.
Holy shit!
Right? Imagine being born and you're like, oh yes, welcome to the Battle family.
Yeah.
That's
I know. Okay.
They sound like they should be involved in a quest line in Whiterun or something.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Seriously.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this one is gonna give a swing at.
Just to be clear, are we being surprised?
No, it. Well, you could say that the bats were surprised, but no, there's no surprise. It's a 10, so that's a miss, and it is now Vrisdan's turn.
Wow. I'm so cool. I don't see bats on my.
On the combat tracker?
Yeah, I don't see
Oh,
bats. On
my bad. I didn't click on that.
You're good.
You should be able to
Swarm
see
of
them now.
bats. Oh, fantastic.
Is that it? Is it just the one?
No, there's
There's
three.
3 of them.
Oh, I only see the. Oh, I'm zoomed in. Okay, maybe. Okay, this seems like a more for serious fight. Do you want blast, or do you want me to just go hit it like you guys do?
Your call, bro.
Wow, thanks. How useful. I'll hit it.
I will bonk it.
I will. It's true.
Bop it, twist it.
That's definitely hit.
Dude, I am jealous of those beautiful gold
8
dice.
damage. Oof.
Seeing as none of the, well, not none of, but quite a few of these bats are still alive, I'm going to use my War Priest thing and do a bonus action attack as well.
Snap.
Let's go. Alright. That is... Bing, my turn.
Ooh. Well, one thing.
Oh, actually, sorry. I have movement left. Now it's my turn. Might be.
One thing is that you did 8, 12 damage. Yeah, those numbers are not right. Should have taken more damage than 6. Why is it doing that?
It says partially resisted. I don't know if bats
Oh,
have
partially. Oh, that's right, because it's a swarm.
Oh. Is the swarm
Right.
susceptible to, say, fire damage?
You would not know that.
I would not know that.
But
Goji,
because
Goji
it's
had an idea, and then she was like, "Wait a minute, how would I have any idea whether that's true or not?"
because it's a swarm of bats, they can weave in and out between the attacks.
Yeah.
So it takes half the damage. You're right.
Okay.
Okay. I had not considered that. So
TPK incoming.
I was gonna say, is one of these
take
swarms?
care of that one.
One of these swarms
Take care
gonna
of that one.
drop dead from fear.
Yeah, one of them dropped dead.
They're
Okay.
bats. They're not here to. They're not gonna die for this pawn.
Yeah, they rolled for courage and ran away.
Yep.
Morale check.
Yeah, there you go. Morale check.
They just did a brave Sir Robin.
Mhm.
Target Goji.
Hmm. 14
That's
against
a miss.
16.
And
11 that high
Their
armor
turn.
class.
Futon, it is your turn.
If I start playing again, it will blind them.
Call the rats to your aid.
Again, like the Pied Piper.
Mm-hmm. Just throw them at the bats. The bats
just
take
rat-
care of the rats.
The bats are just rats with wings and poor eyesight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, rats don't have good eyesight, so.
I mean, you're asking to kill their angels, though.
I guess I'll attack.
Okay. I assume that's your turn then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goji! Okay. I don't think I have anything special here. I think it's just going to be a straight up bad attack.
Just as a warning, if you're moving that way, you're going to take an opportunity attack.
Oh, because where was I before? I was here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking that diagonal. Okay, got it. Well, then screw it. I'll just I'll stay where I am and attack swarm number 1. So, how are you guys actually targeting the specific enemy?
Next
On the
to
map?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, there's a target mode next to where it says target enemy units. Like
Oh,
Yeah,
crossroads.
got it.
Select.
Okay. I was thinking I could like right click on it or something, but I see. All right. With the club, just swinging like mad at this swarm of bats.
That hits.
Oh, hang on. I got it. There we go. 7.
Damn.
Lightning club doesn't let me down.
Okay, now it is the bat's turn. 1 through 10 for Futon, 11 through 20 for Vrisdan. It's going for Vrisdan.
You wouldn't hurt a poor innocent little nerd, would you?
Well, it depends on
There's
the
not
size
even
of
a
the
locker.
glasses.
We're not in
You're
school.
asking the bats that?
You think Vrisdan doesn't wear glasses? You think Vrisdan doesn't carry around a pair of glasses?
No,
specifically for this?
my bigger question is how big are those glasses? It's a miss.
Huge.
Oh, huge. You're definitely gonna take a swing then. It is your turn, Vrisdan.
I have to use my left hand to control my mouse because right now
You're snacking?
Going
I live
one-handed.
next to yeah. For reasons I can't really share if this is going on YouTube, I'm playing one-handed right now. No.
Oh, no. You thought you'd be able to hold back the whole session, and then he attacked with swarms of bats. And you were like, well, now I got to.
Mm-hmm. I swing, I hit. The bats are still up. Let's save my other use of Ward Priest though, just in case. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Anyways, the reason I'm playing one-handed is because I live next to like 4 different denominations of churches and a Jewish temple, and every spring, summertime, they all do their own individual festival.
Oh, boy.
Right now, the Greek Orthodox Church is doing theirs, and so my family goes like every single day to get food there. It's so fucking good.
Mm,
So I've got a gyro, and it's messy as fuck.
nice.
Good stuff.
Lamb?
though.
Yep.
Dill yogurt? That might be
Suzuki.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say my favorite. Might be my favorite. Like, it's not fast food, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like my favorite kind of like street food. Gyro. It's always good.
Which is so good.
Yeah.
My local chip shop's owned by well, they're not technically Greeks, they're from Cyprus, but Greek Isles.
Yeah.
And
Counts.
they do like gyros.
Adam, that sentence has started wars.
Close enough.
I mean, yeah, well, it's split in half, isn't it? But yeah, I'll do attack again.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Take that, bats.
Take that.
Okay.
It's now your turn, Goji.
Okay. I think it's funny that they made the target mode button and the ping mode button look like almost the exact same button.
Mm-hmm.
All right, wish me luck, boys.
You got this.
That's a hit.
Seven
Nice.
resisted down to 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's turn. That is going for
Futon is one shifty dude.
Futon.
Oh, snap.
Futon takes 4 damage.
Goji yells, Futon!
No! Vrisdan, it is your turn.
Vrisdan is elbow deep in Euro meat right now.
Where else would you want to be?
He's like, I'll find a napkin later. Hang on.
I can clean this keyboard later.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting about token view. The actual, like, on the map level view. Oops, I'm moving myself around. I'm not trying. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I thought I was just changing my view. I didn't realize I was actually floating.
Sorry.
Bing.
I stepped away to get rid of all my delicious Greek food leftovers.
Aw.
Did a target? Yeah, it did. Let's go. One more attack. Surely this will be the one.
Mm-hmm.
Inshallah. I can't roll higher than a 3 for damage. Help! Help me! Futon, you got attacked. Did you get hit? You did. How are you doing for health?
He's half.
Oh,
Oh. Do you want me to heal you, or do you think you can make it one more round?
up to you. If you want
That's
to
not
or
a useful answer. No, it's not up to me. You're dying. Okay, yeah, sure, up to me. I'm gonna do War Priest again, and then do a bonus action attack. Last one for the day. Oh, let's go. All right, done.
So, how do you kill this thing, man?
Oh, it's dead.
Yep.
Down to the last of these flying pests. Vrisdan grips his warhammer in both hands and just swings, swatting them out of the air in a little puff of black fur and blood.
Man, that's a whole lot of blood.
Sweet.
I hope there were no
It
rats.
is as she commands me.
Lost health. The bats, seeing that, have a primal urge to get away from this murdering drow and take an opportunity attack from Futon.
Okay.
That's a
Misses.
miss. I tried, guys. I tried.
Swinging at me?
Well, you're the only one close.
Dodged it.
And now it is Futon's turn.
Gonna take another go at them. Oh,
Swarms of bats imply there's guano down here.
Yeah, they were all around the passage of the mushrooms. You would have smelled a bit of sulfur if you had gone that way.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh yeah, there you
Oh.
go.
Very nice. These are looking. The bats are starting to like droop in their flaps to keep themselves in the air.
They're getting
And
tired.
meanwhile,
Poor little
it's now
guys.
Goji's turn.
Poor bats, they're getting sleepy.
They all woke up to some bagpipes, man. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta get this shit out of here. And
Yeah.
now they're getting beat up for it.
They're like, my ears are huge. This is really painful.
They were just sleeping, man.
Okay. Targeting mode.
Flipping dwarf wannabe. Oh, almost hit that 20.
I know, it's close. Is
That's
that a hit? Okay.
That's a hit. 8 damage.
4 damage, really.
Man. Yeah. Okay. It is now. Right. I need to take that. Vrisdan, it is your turn.
Sorry, I was fucking around with the camera mode. Oh my god, there's a blood stain left.
Yeah. I
feel
wonder who
so
did
evil.
that. Wait, you feel
5,
evil?
10, 15, 20, 25.
Whoa! You zoomed right past me.
I'm quick like that.
Gotta go fast.
True.
Good thing you're blue.
True.
Oh.
Youch. Okay. Well. Womp womp.
Oh, it even counts as automatic miss. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. Okay. Turn
Hey.
over.
No,
Thank you.
Come at me!
1 to 2 Futon. 2 to 3 to 4 Goji. Futon.
These bats are really
Futon-
done like your
Futon
bagpipes.
is got like
These are the
whole
smartest
lot of
bats
hus-
to understand what an instrument
Yep.
is and who
I
is
know.
They knew
It's just
exactly
like
what
we
it
know
came
it was
from.
you, motherfucker. We can hear it. It's resounding off your bagpipes.
This is great.
Oh, it landed on the map. The hit. You take 6 damage.
Futon, are you awake?
He's constantly getting in and out of sleep.
What am I? Unconscious again.
Wait, 13 hits? What's your armor class?
13. Yeah, I thought that doesn't hit.
If it's even, it hits.
Really? Oh.
If it matches your AC, it's a hit. Futon, it is your turn.
Well, revenge.
Revenge.
Oh yeah, dude.
Damn.
It riled me up.
And Futon, do you want to describe how you kill these bats?
I get my hammer and knock them back into the water. Well, not back in the water, you know. Knock them into the water.
More food for the rats.
These rats are gonna follow us the rest of the campaign. Be like,
And you
damn.
thought Pied Viper was a joke.
Yeah, these guys feed us stalactites. They feed us bats.
And you finish combat. And you each gain 33 XP.
Hey, let's go.
I would say, I'm gonna safely say that you pretty much cleared out this cavern. So if you chose to, you could probably take a long rest in safety for the most part.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Futon's pretty banged up. We've done a lot of fighting here.
Okay.
So that was another 33 XP. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you are all fully recovered in spells and health.
Oh, it does it automatically.
Yeah,
Whoa,
if I
whoa,
if
whoa,
I
whoa.
said it.
I thought you were just saying that for fun.
Oh, I've been
I
entering my
could.
XP
Long
manually.
Oh no, he meant
Oh, the
the
long
long rest
rest.
effects.
No, yeah, sorry.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
So yeah, it would also affect you if you were taking a short rest. Coaching engaging the pets. Okay. So you guys take a small uh little nap, get in about 8 hours of beauty sleep. Um I'd say it's rather safe to play your bagpipes now if you chose to.
Wake us
No,
up
let
with
everyone
bagpipes.
sleep.
You might have an inter-party conflict if that happens.
Yeah, let everyone sleep.
uh okay. Should you choose to, you could now go down the other path, see if there's anything there other than guano and mushrooms. Or you can go across the other side of the pond, well, along with the stalactites and stalagmites, and exit this cavern and proceed.
I'm in favor of proceeding unless anybody else in the group has something they want to check out.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it here in the chat in Orcish, but Goji's going to say a little thank you prayer to Grumsh for helping us through what was a difficult set of combat series there.
You are typing that?
Yep.
Okay. As you're typing that and offering your small prayer, you feel this inner warmth and this brutish approval of your actions.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all proceed and move onwards. I assume that Futon does not feel need to feed any more of the rats. They have plenty of food now, considering. Um, and you all exit the cavern and proceed onwards. I believe I said that we were going west, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You continue on and you get to the other side of the cavern where the tunnel continues to the west. And you follow the cavern, the tunnel, and it's still lit well. And as you progress, it sharply turns again towards the south. And the patches of growth of moss increases. And you're starting to also notice small growths of mushrooms as well, each offering um, light. Sorry, I was reading. And as you progress, you you start to notice that the growth of stagnant water is overcoming the musty smell of vegetation. And
Okay.
as you're passing through the passage, you've noticed that there's been a small elevation rise of the tunnel that you've been following, indicating that you're slowly but steadily progressing upwards through the Underdark. And finally, you happen to notice on the right side a unique looking piece of slab on the wall on your right side. And on that slab, it looks like is writing. And
Hmm.
that writing is immediately recognizable to Futon as he is aware of the language of the dwarves, which is called uh, Dethic. Due to his time spent with the dwarves, he is able to read it. Now, this language is also available to other races and known. Um, can I get a? Let me see what there is. Let me get a history roll from Vrisdan and Goji. Can you just give me a straight up 20 d20 roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will say I will say that Vrisdan, due to his sage background, has studied enough human language and their own use of Dethic to know what the Dethic language is saying when he reads it. Goji, due to orcs also having used this language, is also able to read it. And on the cavern's slab, uh, the tunnel's slab image, you see the following. How can I clear it?
Mm.
Did something come up for you guys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
There you go. So you see that writing, and it clearly states in the dwarvish language, Dark Lake. So you're all able to read that.
Hmm.
So from your conclusions on reading that, you can assume that you're approaching a location in the Underdark named Dark Lake.
Now I'm looking really close at that map, trying to see.
I see it. I'm not telling you where though. You gotta find it yourself.
Well, it's gonna take Goji forever because she's slow as hell.
Well,
It's the
while
only
Pam is
blue in
looking
like the
for
top
it,
left area.
top left. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. Just to be clear, the slab is just built into the wall of the passage. Is that right?
yes, it looks
Okay.
like somebody purposely put this slab of rock that's different from the tunnel on there with that writing,
Okay. And there's no split
kind of
in
as
the
a
passage
signpost.
here. It's just yeah, it's
No,
just a signpost. Okay. Okay. Well, it's nice to know roughly where we are.
Mm-hmm.
now I can't say whether or not any of you know where the Dark Lake is.
No. I
No.
think
So
I mean Goji's from this region on the surface, obviously. So I imagine maybe in the way that, living around that area you might have heard of different features in the Underdark. She's probably heard of it, but she doesn't actually know what it means about where they are right now, other than it just being familiar.
some very vague mentions on trade from your little, very small nomadic village. You've heard mention of Dark Lake,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you don't know where it is in relation to where you were.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yep.
Okay. Uh, so that was a little flavor thing. That since we're getting close to ending, let's just proceed.
Mm-hmm.
So you all take note of you're approaching Dark Lake, and you proceed onward, and you finally reach this another cavern. Not that big as the last one, but you can see that there is a small little creek thing, creek looking river going across the middle of the cavern, and you see multiple passages coming into the cavern. And as you proceed into the cavern, you hear movement from one of the passages to your uh, to your east, since you came in from the north.
So it'd be to our left.
And yes,
Okay.
and this is across from the creek from you. So let me see how I can best show this. Okay, here we go. So okay, here's the map. And it's not exactly like that, but I'm just using this for visualization. So let's say you guys came in from here.
Wait, hang on. I'm not seeing a map.
Oh,
That's the
didn't
old
share.
one.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys came in. There is a this right here is where you came in from.
Mm-hmm.
There's a passage here. There's another passage here and here, and there's another further passage here.
Good grief. This place is a maze.
And from this direction, you hear movement. And as you all enter this room, you do see that from the other side, a drow enters the room. And the drow takes notice of your group and without even bothering to acknowledge you or try to converse with you, turns back towards the tunnel that they exited and claim the following.
Oh.
And after that shout in a language none of you can recognize, the tunnel further reveals these two demonic figures approaching the drow and also turning towards you. And this is where we will leave off
Oh,
with you
no.
across the little river facing a drow and two demon looking creatures.
Hmm. What's the like? Are the demonic figures roughly the same height as the drow? Are they towering over the drow?
They are 1 second because the game doesn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
The fantasy ground doesn't have this creature. I had to do it myself. Let's see if I have. They are about to their thigh of the drow.
Oh, okay. So they're little like impish type creatures.
They are. They're kind of stumpy looking. You could say they look kind of like zombies, but not so deteriorated.
Hmm. Okay. And the drow, can we tell anything about their features, or are they too far away for us?
You can see it's a male drow outfitted in chainmail, and they have a crossbow and a short sword.
Hmm. Okay.
And considering the time, I think this is a good stopping
Yeah.
point.
Perfect.
Mhm.
So we will open next time with this confrontation, whatever it's going to end up being. Okay, perfect. That's awesome, Mike. Thank you. I'm appreciating, I think, as we play more, just how much you're having to put into this ahead of time, and also just trying to keep the whole thing afloat while you're actually running the campaign too. It's a lot of work.
Mhm.
Well, to me, it's just interesting and hopefully fun for you guys.
Oh yeah,
It's
lots of
just
fun.
Yeah.
I realize that there's some times where you just sitting there waiting. I'm like trying to do it all at the same time, but for the most part, I think it's going well.
Yeah, very smooth.
Thank you for the session today, guys. We'll see each other hopefully in 2 weeks,
Yeah,
unless you
third.
guys have anything you want to say.
No, that sounds good to me. Third
No,
Saturday.
no, it should
Let's
be
shoot
good.
for it.